I connected my MOX workstation to my computer using one USB cable. Through the USB cable goes audio and MIDI at the same time. What do I have to do to make this all work? Well, first of all, of course, you have to install Cubase AI, then you have to install the proper USB MIDI drivers and the audio drivers, some extensions, and of course the editor, because the great thing about this machine is there's an editor that you can open up inside a Cubase project, look at it and edit everything here in real time. Another great thing about this whole integration is the fact that I can use this panel here as a remote for Cubase. How to get there? Well, there's a button here that says DAW remote, and if I push on it, immediately the whole surface becomes the remote for Cubase. So that means if I push play, it starts running. I can fast forward, I can go back, the whole thing, but also I can call up the editor from the panel here. I just push this button and there appears my editor. And this is the multi-editor for my MOX. And as soon as I start doing things, I have a piano here and I open it up. I get automatically in category search. I can get to string sounds, for example. I select a nice string, for example. This one, immediately I can program all the multi-sets for the MOX. And this is interesting because we're still inside Cubase. That means everything that I'm doing right here will be stored in the Cubase project and recalled from the Cubase project. As soon as I open the Cubase project again, all this data will be sent to my hardware automatically. So this is like real integration we're talking about. Not only the multi-editor, but also the separate voices can be edited from within this editor. If I push this button here, I open up the voice editor, and as you can see, all the different elements, the effects. If I push on the effect button, I can immediately go to the VCM effects. As you can see, I can edit the different elements. I can select the filters. I can even start turning knobs right there. Everything will be happening in this machine in real time. So this editor is a very strong feature. I closed it. As I told you in the beginning, not only does this work perfectly with MIDI, but also with audio. We have a built-in audio interface. That means I can hook up my bass or my microphone and record it directly as audio into Cubase, but also I can turn it around. I can, for example, select soft synthesizers and play them back on my machine, playing using MIDI, but listening to it using the audio interface. So what I want to do now is I want to show you two included soft synthesizers. So I go to Devices and then I go to VST Instruments. And the first one I want to introduce to you is Prologue. And Prologue is from Steinberg and it comes for free, so you will find this. Do you want to create a MIDI track? That's what it says. I say yes, and then this is Prologue. And of course, because we're still in remote, automatically the name Prologue appears here. I can immediately start messing around with the filters or whatever I want, and you will see it on the screen happening in real time. Even better, if I take my mouse arrow and I put it somewhere, this wheel here becomes the AI wheel, so I can just change data from all the parameters in real time from the panel. Very convenient. This is Prologue, and of course, if you go in here, you will find lots and lots of amazing sounds that I can immediately play. And as I told you, I can just start filtering in real time using the AI knob or using these knobs. They're even free assignable. If I push this button Setup, immediately a screen appears where I can just change the whole functionality of all these buttons. I can call up the mixer, make some mixing adjustments, everything just on the board. Very convenient. I'm going to close this one and I'm going to select the other soft synth that will be included. This is a Yamaha soft synth called YC3B, and this is actually an organ. I'm going to discard the synthesizer, I'm going to create a MIDI track, and there is my organ sound. And again, thanks to the remote functionality here, I see YC3B in my display. I can decide key on click, key off click, percussion yes or no, but also I can control the drawbars in real time. So all really, really convenient. This is a Yamaha soft synthesizer. I can select different presets like this, or a great addition to your whole Cubase project. So bundled Cubase AI, two brilliant new soft synthesizers, turning this whole thing in a fantastic music production studio.